Is there anything else you can tell us?
I thought you were going to ask me questions and I was going to answer them.
Well, yeah, I can do it that way as well. But I mean, it's from my point of view, it's better if I ask you to tell me the story. And I'll tell you why that is. And this comes back to this truth thing that I'm talking about earlier on. The reason is that if I ask you to tell me the story, right, and you tell me the whole story, then there's absolutely no way that anybody can ever say, oh, well, by asking that particular question, by saying that particular thing, DC Brown put an idea in his head. You see what I'm saying to you? Yeah? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah.
So with what involving dogs?
Well, obviously we both know what evening we're talking about, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, okay. And we both, I guess, can work out that there must have been a reason for it, for what happened to Richie. Okay. So can you tell me what you believe the reason that this incident happened?
Well, I believe the reason was what?
Yeah.
Well, that night, obviously, me and Dogs, it's not like we've rarely spoken in the past or anything, but obviously we know each other, right, yeah? Because we're both artists. That's
yes.
the worst, yeah? So,
yeah.
Like, he's come up to me like, in the street that night, and he's gone, like, what's your name? Are you sure? It's me, yeah. He said, get in my car. And I'm going, what are you talking about? You can, if you're going to do anything, there. And he's gone, something like, no, I'm not going to do anything anyway, so just get in the car, innit? If you feel safe, you can get in the car. I thought, right, then innit? He's being normal about it, so I'm going to get in the car.
Yeah.
Got in the car, drove me down the road, talking about one song that I did, yeah? Because in the song I say something about I lost respect for dogs, yeah? Or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, alright, so explain this and that. And I'm like, bro, I can't explain to you, innit? This is exactly what I said. Like, alright, so what is it? And he's like, oh, he started shouting and all that, so obviously I just stopped paying attention after a little while. And then, because it's not like I'm scared of dogs. Like, it's not like he's a figure around anywhere that I'll be afraid of. I don't know anything about him for me to be afraid of him like that. So obviously, and then he's locked the door, he's told me to apologise and all that, but I've told him, look mate, yeah, obviously, that if that was the case, I wouldn't have done it in the first place. Like, we're both artists, you don't lock me in cars and all that over this, like, and then he's like, alright, I don't like the way your attitude or whatever not, so then, like, he's unlocked the door and told me to get out of the car. And then I was thinking a minute ago, I wasn't allowed to get out of your car, but now you're telling me to, I got out, I got out of the car, whatever not. I was walking down the street, and then as I got near Chingway, I've seen Richie, and Richie come to me, yeah, you was in Doug's car, what happened, da, 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 da. Obviously I've told him the story, he's told me to get in the car and that, and he's told me, did he touch you? I said, no. And he said, so what, he didn't get physical towards me? No. So he said, alright then. And then I said, leave it, because he didn't do anything, innit? And he's like, no. Like, just don't worry about it for now now. Like, I'm going to talk to him, innit? We're going around to talk to him, innit? And I thought, wait, but if there was anything that was going to happen, if Richie was going to do anything, he would have told me he was going to do anything. He wasn't going to do nothing to Dogs. Yeah, but because obviously he knew nothing happened to me. So then obviously he's told me, look, yeah, leave it, like, don't worry about Dogs, innit? So obviously after that, I've just gone about my business. Yeah. And then that night when I was on the block on the phone and then I was walking down, then I've just heard the screams and I went around there. When I see Richie on the floor, obviously that was in my mind, yeah. But then another thing that was in my mind was I was thinking, first of all, that would never expect it to happen over a song. I wouldn't expect someone to go and do that over a song. So I couldn't even be sure that was the reason why Richie was laying on the floor. But then obviously over the days I've heard countless rumours and rumours left, right and centre, and then I've just know what I know now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. You're obviously right. I mean, what I'm doing as I get up here is I've realised I've left my phone on, and if I don't switch it off, it's bound to ring just as